Have you ever wondered what would happen if you took current Luffy and plopped him into Marineford? Would Ace and Whitebeard survive? Would Blackbeard still rise to power? And who would be killed in the world government's side? Let's start this off with Luffy arriving at the battlefield with a face-off to Whitebeard. However, as soon as Luffy touches the ground, he turns Gear 5th. I'm giving Luffy the same knowledge that he would have in Marineford, because if he had his current knowledge, he would be too overpowered and nobody would be able to stop him. The first event that is going to change is Luffy versus Kizu. Originally, Luffy could do nothing against the Light Admiral, but now Kizu stands no chance. Luffy was able to beat Kaido, the strongest creature, who's more powerful than both Big Mom and Yamato. Yamato is able to press an admiral, and Big Mom does better than the admirals against Marco. So Luffy is definitely way above admiral level opponents. In no way can Kizu come out on top. Luffy would undoubtedly defeat Kizu and keep pushing forward. The next time Gear 5th is going to come into play is when Luffy meets Smoker. In canon, Luffy was no match for Smoker and had to get help from Boa Hancock. But I think it's self-explanatory that current Luffy is more than enough to beat Smoker. Smoker is the same person who lost to Fresh Out of Time Skip Law. Luffy keeps pushing forward until he meets an obstacle he cannot overcome alone. Dracul Mihawk. Luffy holds his own, but Mihawk had the upper hand and is about to kill Luffy because of his weakness to slashing attacks. This is when Buggy and Vista are going to come and fight Mihawk so Luffy can get away, just like in canon. Luffy, after escaping Mihawk, will keep heading towards Ace. Luffy will then make his way to the 3 admirals, but in this timeline, it will be the 2 admirals, as Kizu has already been defeated. I already went over why the admirals can't stand up to Luffy, and in this fight, Marco is there to help Luffy, so Luffy and Marco will demolish Akainu and Aokiji. The defeat of the 3 admirals also means Whitebeard won't have to fight them, and he will be closer to full health. Luffy, almost at the pedestal, but gets stopped by Pacifista. But I think we all know how Luffy is going to deal with these. Mihawk will intercept Luffy again after this, but Luffy gets help as he did in canon by Crocodile and Mr. One, and keeps moving forward. Luffy, right before he gets to the pedestal, will get stopped by Garp, but Garp will subconsciously hold himself back again and lose to Luffy. Luffy would get to Ace as he did in the original timeline, free him as he did in the original timeline, but unlike the original timeline, he would escape with Ace and the rest of the Whitebeard crew. No admirals there to stop them, and Blackbeard would not even be able to come out. The only real threat to Luffy here would be Mihawk, but I don't think Mihawk was actually trying to kill Luffy. I think he was just trying to make it look like he was going to kill Luffy to impress the world government and make himself look good in front of the world government. But if you did like the video, please hit the like button. It would help me out with the algorithm a lot. I'd really appreciate it. But if you do disagree with me, it's okay. It's just One Piece. We're allowed to disagree with each other. What matters at the end of the day is we all like One Piece. However, if you do disagree with me and want to talk about it, you can join the Discord down below. I always love talking about One Piece. If you like One Piece content in general, I highly recommend subscribing. It puts free One Piece content into your YouTube recommendations page, and it gives me an extra subscriber. It helps you out. It helps me out. You might as well subscribe. It's a win-win. And I hope you all have a nice day. Have a good one.